Federal government to lift 40 million Nigerians out of poverty in 2 years. Official. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Mr. Buhari said the program would be implemented along 11 disbursement-linked indicators. The federal government says it has commenced effort aiming at lifting 40 million Nigerians out of poverty in the next 2 years through the Nigerian COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus (NGCARES). The national coordinator of the NGCARES program, Abdul Karim Obaji, made the disclosure at the closing of a week-long workshop in Ibadan. This modest support should have direct impact on about 8 to 10 million Nigerians and indirectly impact on 20 to 30 million people. We are very confident that this will impact the poverty situation in Nigeria after 2 years, he said. He said that the NGCARES was the initiative of the federal government with the support of World Bank and active participation of the 36 state governors. Mr. Buhari said the development would be implemented along 11 disbursement-linked indicators (DLI), starting from social transfer to the aged, the poor, and the vulnerable. He said that it will also involve labor-intensive workfare to livelihood grants, basic services, and food security to macro and small-scale enterprises spread across 11 DLIs. According to him, the result from the workshop reveals that states are fully prepared to receive independent verification agent (IVAs). Also, the chairman of the Federal Chaos Technical Committee of the NGCARES program, Asu Vaporaye, said the exercise was not a new package, adding that it was part of a government sustainable development agenda. Wow, a sustainable development And which government, first of all? I was about to ask which government, but then I remembered we are still in the Buhari administration. Really? Like really? When will that be? When they're out of office or after bandits and terrorists have finished killing the people they want to lift out of poverty? Clueless government. Let me say this, no matter what the government do now, no matter what the government say, the fact that we still have insecurity on our hands, there is nothing that is going to be, there is nothing that can be done. People do not feel like they need anything other than security. It's just like somebody is standing and a full-loaded gun is pointed at the person, and at the other end we have a tiger, we have a leopard, and we have a lion that is running towards this person. And you're telling the person, don't worry, I'm going to buy you sweet and biscuit. Like, at that point, it makes no sense. All the person will be thinking about is safety. Make una rest now. It's okay. As soon as I know they fear God, make una at least get shame. Sometimes I think, should I cry or shout over this whole thing? Black man mentality. For 2022 election campaign, sorry, APC were wiser now, pack and go before this federal government finished Nigeria, period. The federal government could not lift bandits off the Kaduna to Abuja highway. It want to lift 40 million people out of poverty. This is a nice joke, and it is not. It is definitely a very nice joke. Exactly the opposite of what he meant. Additional 40 million or more will go into poverty. I don't know when people will begin to understand this man. He tells us what he will do, but in the opposite, it's meaning like 1 naira to $1. Audio lifting. Buhari and APC don't successfully lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty and deliver them to the real Sakpa, and Sakpa, the big brother to poverty. It's not funny. It's not funny. I thought that these people had less than 2 years. APC should just rest. They have tried. We can see how much they've tried. Yes, they've tried. We have seen the insecurity. We have seen the poverty. We have seen insecurity. We have seen the economical decay. We have seen a whole lot of things. Trust me, a whole lot of things. Okay. The longest 2 years in history. At this rate, most of these people will be lifted off poverty from their graves, having died of poverty. Sincerely, I don't even know what this man is. That is just it. I kind of understand why the government will even come out with this idea. The only thing Nigerians want to hear is that Abuja to Kaduna is now safe. The people who abducted on the Kaduna to or Abuja to Kaduna train have now been released, and that our roads are safer, that we can now sleep with our two eyes open. That is exactly what these people want to hear. I hope I'm speaking the mind of Nigerians. The FG that could not lift bandits off Kaduna Abuja railway wants to lift 40 million out of poverty. Such a beautiful joke. That deserves a thunder slap. Oga, rest. Don't lift us. We are the ones to lift yourself. It's not funny. That's the opposite of it. FG sent 40 million Nigeria to early grift when they introduced change to next level, such as insecurity, full hike, poverty, etc. There is no Ponzi scheme like poverty elevation. Try. Believe the legendary scam at your risk. That is why APC slogan was apt, next level of scam. In the 21st century, all people can produce is mirage, poverty elevation. Yet people are going to get hungry every day. Inflation is the highest. The figures and facts speak for themselves. You're just trying to embezzle money. Why can't they think of using the money to establish a functional company in order to reduce high unemployment rate in Nigeria? There is nothing they will do in Nigeria that can be good, except, I repeat, it is done after they had been, the security was returned into the country. We have been hearing this since 2015. Rather, people are getting more poorer by the day. You're less than that time. It is too late. You are given 8 years. Why the rush now? Just leave that for the incoming administration. Somebody is saying, I beg, tell us another beautiful lie. I am tired of telling this one. Okay. To lift, or has they made many poor under these 7 years? Incompetent government. Okay. We have been okay. Let me say this. There is nothing that the government will do that will mean anything except that safety returns to our roads. We sleep with 2 eyes closed, and of course, children return back to school. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.